I failed as an audio engineer. It's that simple. It's not the gear, it was me. Just because of pure laziness. Like, so I started doing the YouTube videos, as you can start to see. Listening back and even recording, I knew I wasn't putting my best foot forward. And it was just because of laziness. It was, hey, I don't want to set up another mic. I don't want to have to sync the audio and do all of that. I just want it all sent to the camera and it's done. You know, we just need to get these videos out, churn them out. We can improve as we go on. Yeah, that's true in some instances. You should let people grow. If you've got an idea, you should get it out. By the end of the day, it's like, we're in the audio business. We're studio. Audio comes first. We deal with clients that sync audio to video. We do that countless times. So why wasn't I taking the proper protocol and the methodology that I would usually do for clients with our own content? And that's why I was like, I failed. I didn't put the audio first. I really should. Why am I not using, let's say, miking techniques or the care and love for it when it comes to my own thing? And I was like, wow, that really is sort of damaging in some essence to our brand, myself, and how we put things forward. And yet again, it's down to laziness. I didn't want to spend more time editing, syncing up the audio with the video, because it's just me doing that. And that's long, time's money, right? But you then need to find a balance between the good quality product and the time you spend on it. So yet again, I failed. And I thought, no, I need to put this right. I need to make sure any content going forward, audio is always first, because this is what we're here about. Creating music, creating memories, decorating time. That's what this is. Whether it's a voiceover for an advert, whether it's creating a new song, whether it's mixing, mastering, all of that, the audio matters. So I was like, nah, even in this video now, I went and said, hey, I'm going to pick up a mic. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to record it to an external recorder and I'll sync the audio up later. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my time. I want to check the levels that it's peaking and whatnot. That's really important. It's the reason it's the thing that keeps people engaged in the content. When something's sounding right, it's cool. Doesn't matter how piff it's looking on the screen. It don't matter how piff it is, how buff it is, how crisp it's looking. The audio has to be there. So I failed again by not putting the audio first. Like, it's crazy because I used to have this conversation with so much people when I would be playing live shows as a guitarist and people be picking venues. I'm like, the acoustics. Like, I know it looks nice, but people are here for the music. It needs to sound good. But yeah, again, I didn't prioritize that in my own videos. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, again, it weren't the gear. That being said though, I was using this small microphone receiver connected to my iPhone. Put that on there, keep that there. The mic quality isn't that great. Peaking all it clips really easy. But I was like, hey, it's synced to the video. All I have to do is chop it together and it's done. It's not an excuse. We have tons of gear here that I could have used. I didn't have to go out and buy that. Yeah, it was only 20, 30 pounds. So I was like, hey, what's that? But yet again, use what's around you. Even the techniques. As I said, right now I've got a boom stand up, got the mic angled over the camera, and you're hearing the audio from that mic. Why am I not doing that? Yeah, again, sometimes I feel like we forget the basics of what we already know when we're trying to discover something new. And that's really just a failing because that's something that I usually excel at. But at this place, I didn't. So all I can say is going forward, I'm not making that same mistake. You know what I mean? But it happens to us all. And I feel sometimes you have to be transparent with where you're at. Yet again, there's countless things that we have touched, that we've recorded, been part of the recording process, mixing, mastering, and everything sounds good. So yeah, again, I need to prioritize the audio when doing these things. It is what it is. I failed this time, but hey, at least I caught myself. Right? So I'm like, yo, hands up. I slipped up. Well, I'll go change that going forward. There is an importance with taking the time out to plan, using what you know. And yet again, that extra time and redundancy that I put by recording, setting up another mic, positioning it correctly, recording it and syncing it up to the audio, yeah, it's gonna make my editing a lot longer, but the end product is so much better. And I think that's sometimes what we miss in a lot of things, just in life in general. Sometimes using the techniques of what we got or the planning beforehand can make a big difference. It's not always about rushing, because there's so much of that, and we can hear the effect of that on quality. That's going to a whole nother conversation of how I feel about the state of music right now. That everyone's just rushing things through. People consume and listen to an album and they don't go back to it again. They don't even take their time. So it's like, yet again, here, put my audio engineering hat back on. Take my time with it. And it's not to say that means I'm going to be moving slow as a turtle. Content's still going to be coming, but plan and take time where it needs to be. Prioritize the audio. That's it. You know the saying, caca in, caca out. It's that. But thanks for my rant. I had to catch myself.